How about writing? You like to write? I'm a writer. I love to write. I get all my thoughts out, makes me feel good, but I don't just sit down in front of a typewriter and I think about it. I kind of use the Hemingway method when I write. Ernest Hemingway, who, by the way, you ought to read. Great guy. Great writer. Anyways, when Hemingway used to write, he would write, but he wouldn't just sit there and write 20 pages. He would write until his creativity was exhausted, whether it was 2 pages or 1 page or whatever. I usually write 200 words a day or 400 words a day if I'm really, motivated. 200 words times 7 days a week is 1,400 words. 400 words times 7 days a week is 2,800 words. What happens is, as a writer, believe me, the pages go by. And after I write my 200 words, I stop. I stop. And what I do is I do something else. I'll have some fun. Because when I'm having fun doing something else, what happens is this. The subconscious part of your brain is working on the next paragraph in your writing. You don't realize it, but it does. And then when you come to sit down, and write, that first paragraph just comes, okay? When you lose your inspiration, stop, okay? That's how you do it. The next day, when you get up to start writing, edit what you've written and move on. That's the secret for writing. However, I want to discuss this, and this is what this is all about today, okay? You have to be able to write intelligently, whether you're writing for an essay or whether you're writing for, no matter what it is, you need to write academically like you're smart. Okay? What does this mean? It means in an essay, only write an answer that answers the question. It's called an interrogatory. So if you have a long question that the instructor gives you or a fact pattern that the instructor gives you, read the interrogatory first. What are Tom, Dick, and Harry's rights? So that's the interrogatory. That's the question. So as you read the hypothetical or the fact pattern, your brain is trained to read that only looking for what is asked by the interrogatory. That's very important. Now, writing style is critically important. You need to do the following. You need to write in short, crisp, clear sentences. Okay? Short sentences, not long sentences. You have to force yourself to put a period after 2 lines of typing. Period. Okay? 3 lines if you're writing it out. In any case, and in all case, after 3 sentences or 6 lines, do a paragraph break and indent. Okay? 2 sentences, 6 lines, paragraph break, and make sure you indent on your paragraph. That means you move it in. Your essay has to be pretty. It has to be kind of like scholarly. No slang. Don't use any slang. Make sure your spelling is correct. Can you imagine yourself if you're an instructor and you have 50 essays to grade, for example, and he picks up yours, and yours is nice. It's well written, no spelling errors, is is grammatically correct. You have an edge over the next person. And let's say the next person comes up and he's got spelling errors, he uses slang. One time I had a law school exam I graded, low by the way, and in 1 page, the writer wrote down the following 2 sentences. In this fact pattern, Joe is up Schitt's Creek without a paddle. Could you imagine writing that? Another one was, Joe can go after Frank in court. Go after. Up Schitt's Creek. Again, fall. Excuse me. My problem is my ears are so big and the stupid little thing is so small. I'm sorry about that, but it falls out. I think I'm going to just super glue it in. But anyways, that's how you have to write, okay? And here's the key. Pretend that the person reading it knows nothing about the subject that you're talking about. So if you use a word that's kind of like an intellectual word or a scholarly word, write the word down and then put a comma. And then use the magic phrase, which is. Which is, and then give a brief definition of that phrase, okay? For example, and again, I'll use the law because it's simple. Alfred was guilty of negligence. Okay, that was a hypothetical. Then you figured out, hey, this is about negligence. So you could write down, Alfred was guilty of negligence in this hypothetical, since the duty, breach, proximate causation, and damages elements required are all in the fact pattern. So now the person who's reading it says, wow, this person not only can identify what negligence is, he just gave me the elements. In other words, you don't vomit out the law. What you do is you read the hypothetical, and then after you read the hypothetical, then what you do is you drop the magic buzzwords. Let's say, for example, you think it's a negligence issue, but you're not sure, okay? You could put down, Alfred may be guilty of negligence, and then use its companion word, if a duty, breach, causation, and damages was breached. So now the reader says, okay, he thinks it's negligence, but he still's giving me all the elements of the negligence thing. Boom, he's going to get full credit on that. That's how you write. Short sentences, paragraph breaks, make it literary, so to speak, so it flows. And the most important thing, though, before you put the pen in the paper on any essay, is spend a few minutes, no more than 5, generating an outline for your answer. Generate that outline. What are the main points? Does my little quick outline, does that really answer what the instructor wants? Is it answering the interrogatory? Simple. Outline. Simple. Write short sentences. Simple. Use the word which will describe the legal concept or the scholarly concept in your class for the instructor, and that's it. Okay? That's how you write. That's how you're going to get A's on your law school, medical school, high school, college essays. And if you want to read a good book on the subject, it costs a few bucks, not too much, maybe less than 10. Strunk and White's Elements of Style. That's like, as they say in the law, the sine qua non of how to write intelligently. The Elements of Style. Go buy it or download it and read it. I read it once a year, just to whatever. So anyways, that's my little lesson for today. Ciao.